Well said.
Here we are. Aquí estamos.
Que relata cómo una banda de atracadores planea su robo al Banco de España en tan solo 10 días. ¿Cómo surgió la idea o qué os animó para aceptarlo?
So how did the idea came up and what made you take on the challenge?
I mean, for me, there were so many things, but I feel like the opportunity to film in Spain for the first time, which I'd never done before, and to film with such wonderful, Spanish talents, Luis Dos Arcos y Coronado, and of course Jaume, the director, and many more. But it was a dream come true in that way, being able to be here with such an amazing group of people in such a beautiful city. And Madrid really does become this character in the film. It's amazing how much, and I'm still in somewhat disbelief looking back, thinking that we were able to film in such amazing locations.
Yeah. I mean, I came to it, it came out of the blue. I was in London in the rain complaining with a friend about the fact that I hadn't got a job, and literally in this second, someone rang up and said, "Do you want to go to Madrid in a month for 3 months and rob the Bank of Spain?" I was like,
yeah,
"Sí,
sign me
¿por qué
up."
no?" Yeah, it was very easy.
Freddie y Highmore interpretas a Tom y Sam interpretas a James, componentes de la banda. ¿Cómo definiríais a vuestros personajes?
Can you define your characters?
Well, James is in some way the sort of the classic, I would say tough guy, but I'm not really a tough guy. The expert, the man who can, the ex-special forces who can swim, who can climb, who can abseil, the action man of the group. And he's deeply suspicious of this amateur.
Quite rightly. I mean, he is very bad. He's intelligent,
not
but he
only-
has no physical skills
It's
whatsoever.
okay when he's planning the job, but the more involved in the actual heist itself, then the more and more
Yeah.
angry I become.
And Tom, I think he's definitely, I feel like everyone can identify with him in some ways. He's just sort of left university and doesn't really know what to do with his life. And I think this film is a little bit for him just trying to, it's making a decision of his own for the first time rather than a decision that's sort of been made for him or that he's been encouraged down a certain path. And it's kind of that freedom of being young and having nothing at all to lose and just going for it. ¿Por qué no? As you say.
¿Por qué no?
La película está dirigida por Jaume Balagueró. ¿Cómo ha sido trabajar con él?
How was it working with you? It was fantastic. I've seen some of his films, direct movies, and I immediately loved his method of working, his enthusiasm, his care for detail. There were some language barriers at the beginning, but that was made it all the more charming somehow.
Yeah,
and we had Freddie to
translating.
Yeah.
It was great. It did feel like an incredibly European. Felt like we were in the EU somewhere with multiple translations going on at various times of everyone talking to each other with Catalan, Español, Inglés, Alemán, francés, todos los idiomas. Yeah.
El reparto combina actores internacionales y nacionales, además su voz original es inglés y español. ¿Pensáis que se está creando una nueva forma de hacer cine más globalizada?
So we're bringing together the English and the Spanish-speaking cast. Do you think this is becoming something of a trend in the way we shoot films, putting different languages in one?
It's one of the things I love about this film is that it feels like a celebration of European cinema and of course more specifically Spanish cinema. And there are so many films in this genre, this kind of action thriller genre, heist films that we know and love, and I've enjoyed many of them that have come from the UK or most likely from North America. But there's something special about this, that it feels so grounded and based in Spain and in Madrid, and with that European identity of the group of people that are coming together, and also just, as you say, the language, anything that should be in Spanish is in Spanish, and things that are in English are in English, and it feels, it was, I guess I feel proud that we were able to do a film like this.
I agree. And I think one of the things maybe that the pandemic has shown is that people are willing to watch things in other languages. You know, the success of, I haven't seen it, but the Korean show, or there's another Spanish one about a bank robbery apparently, and or Lupin, the French. You know, that if it's a great story, the language is not a barrier really. And there's a big tradition of British, maybe not in the past, but in the 60s and 70s, of British-speaking actors working in big European movies. And I don't just mean the spaghetti westerns, but, you know.
La película nos traslada hasta 2010, el año del Mundial. De hecho, el plan de fugas se lleva a cabo en la final. ¿Pensáis que el fútbol es una distracción para la sociedad?
Is football a distraction from what? From
society, because, well, like she's comparing to the fact that you are
like Karl Marx.
during the game.
Yeah.
I'm a big football fan. I love the way that this film just interweaves the two. I've never seen that before. You know, a kind of the sense of time running out being linked to this football game seemed really exciting to me, and obviously, you know, for Spain, for us, we're still waiting ever since 1966 for our moment to be there and win a
We
big
were close
trophy.
this time.
But it's lovely for all the Spanish to be able to remember their more recent wonderful times.
Yes. What Freddie said.
Ya para finalizar, cualquier persona puede cometer un atraco.
Can anyone carry out pull out a heist?
Can anyone? I think, yes. I think it's a lot. You've just got to want to, haven't you? Really, I think that's like with a lot of things in life. Without getting too deep, I think that's a quick answer. But yeah, pretty much.
Why not? I feel like all the secrets will be revealed if people go and see this film.
Yes.
Anyone
wanting a help.
If you want to break in, we're showing you how to do it.
Yeah.
Genial, pues muchísimas gracias y
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.